I was waiting on the music.
Yeah, me too.
No music today.
Oh.
All right. Hello, everyone.
There's the music.
There it is. Right on cue. I guess I should have been more patient. It gets me so excited hearing this music as we are now less than 100 days out until the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. Thanks for joining us. Jala Washington here, going to the Olympics this summer to cover it for KXAN alongside
Rich Segal, watching her cover the Olympics from the studio that we're sitting in right now.
Or maybe Paris, Texas. Really just depends, right?
Can you imagine?
You never know.
No money in the budget for that.
All right, I'm going to try to adjust my mic here. It seems like it's rubbing just a little bit. A lot has happened. We didn't do our live stream last Saturday just because, you know, you were out of town, and then the week before that, I was out of town. So I feel like there's a lot for us to catch up on, but I'm excited because tomorrow we will be releasing a new story that I've been working on, another UT track and field superstar.
The young lady from Jamaica?
Yes. Oh, you've been doing your research.
Yes.
Her name is, he's like, yes, of course, I always come prepared. Her name is Akeelia Smith. She is UT junior. She does the jumps. And as you can see there, very athletic, very talented. We got to sit down with her and go out there and film practice probably a couple months ago. We're shooting a lot of this content in advance, and then we're kind of on a schedule for when we do our weekly Journey to Paris stories that air all across the country. So really excited to see her progress. She's very fast. Just recently, actually, she won the Big 12 indoor competition for long jump, and also she's second team All-American. When I was sitting down talking with her, you know, she got a little bit sentimental and emotional just about, you know, her family and living away from them, and they're really proud of her for everything that she's doing, just pursuing her higher education and things like that. So I want to show you part of that interview right now. Do you think 7-year-old, 9-year-old Akeelia would have seen where you are today, and if so, what do you think that your younger self would say?
I think she'd ask me why I'm not an astronaut yet, but I think she'd definitely be proud. I was like, I've made a few goals along the way, like really long-term goals, and I've accomplished a few of them. Right now I'm in college, getting a college education. I think she'd probably be jumping up and down about that one.
Yeah, so as you can tell, really amazing girl and really values education. Again, just really excited for what she's pursuing. And she joked around saying her younger self would ask why she's not an astronaut yet. It's because she's really into sustainability. She's actually majoring in sustainability studies currently, and she's hoping to be able to take that and go back and use it to help her home country, Jamaica. So certainly wishing her the best of luck.
Did she say how long it's been since she's been home?
She did not, but she was saying that, you know, her family is really rooting her on and hopefully going to be able to go to Paris to support her.
Oh, nice. Nice, that's very nice.
Yeah, for those games. So we're wishing her luck. It's really interesting how we have all of these Longhorns who are competing for different countries, but of course we're always rooting on a Longhorn here in Austin. Okay, so also the reason why I wasn't here a week before last, I was at the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committee. They hosted a media summit in New York. We talked about how I was going to be going there for that. I had a blast. It wasn't all work. There was some play. But when we were there, okay, so just picture all of these Olympians and Olympic hopefuls coming into one room, one area, and doing interviews with them for 3 days straight. So we did, can you guess?
That's what you did.
That's what our team did, about 7 of us.
The 7 of you.
Yeah, so take a guess how many interviews we did when we were there.
Between 50 and 75.
We did almost 90 interviews with Olympians and Olympic hopefuls when we were there, which included Gabby Thomas, who is another track and field girly here out of Austin. I've been trying to get her. She's like literally a local celebrity. So like when I got her there in person, I'm like, we both live in Austin, but the first time I ever got to see her was in New York. So we got her, and then there's also a break dancer out of Houston who I'm going to be interviewing this upcoming week. So a little tease there. I got to connect with him there. So it was really cool just hearing these athletes and their stories, and then they had like panels and roundtables. So it was a lot of fun.
Good.
It was a lot of fun. But you know me, I wouldn't be me if I didn't do a fun little Instagram reel. You know, we haven't done one of those in a while, but I wanted to show you guys a quick little clip of just some of the fun moments with some of the interviews that we did.
I don't know how to sing. I'm not prepared. And I am telling you, I'm not going. Wow, your eyelashes are so nice.
I was just admiring yours.
Oh, thank you.
You also make your own music?
I do.
Maybe you'll have to give us a little something.
I'll give you just like a... Is it a problem that
No.
nobody recognizes me from my game and just the hair now?
It can be bronze, silver, or gold. I just want to be on the podium. Might run around for like a week without a shirt on, just a medal on my neck.
If you put me back in a gymnastics ring, I can still do the flips and everything. Suni Lee could probably spot me now.
Watch the show Insecure.
Inglewood, that's my city. They should have put me in that show, but they didn't.
We'll call up Issa Rae and tell her.
Thank you so much.
I'd like to run around naked with that hung all around my neck
He
too.
didn't
Oh
say
no, with
naked.
the t-shirt.
He said
Was
this is what happens when Rich and I are unscripted. Rich says he wants to run around.
was Tarico there?
No, Tarico was not there. I did see Al Roker
He
as
was
well.
there?
Yeah, Al Roker was there moderating one of the panels. And as you saw, there were some big name Olympians there as well. Suni Lee, who of course surprised us all during the 2020 Olympics, where you know, Simone wasn't able to compete on all of those events, and Suni Lee ended up winning all around, which was just absolutely incredible. So I love sitting down with her. We bonded over our fashion, beauty, and eyelash sense, as you heard. So it was just so much fun. And again, you never get up close access to like some of the best athletes in the world the way that we got to have access to them. So
That's cool.
again, laying the foundation so that when I get over to Paris, I have something to talk about.
Yes, you will.
Outside of reporting on everything that's going on.
Okay.
Speaking of what's going on, I want to talk about some headlines.
Sure.
All right, so first headline up. You were really excited about this one, which I don't know why. I'm really actually curious to hear why. I don't know if Rich is actually planning to surprise me in Paris or what.
No.
But I don't know, maybe you should.
You can talk about it. I may start laughing.
Okay, so no, this is that
This
one's
is definitely
later.
different?
Yeah, that one's
Okay.
later. That one's
Oh, no, this is the luggage.
The luggage,
Okay.
yes. So Paris is actually announced that they have not completely redone their baggage handling system, but they made some upgrades to basically make it a little bit more manageable. Nice. 114,000 pieces of luggage. And do we have that video that we can show of the Paris airport? Hopefully we can roll that. There it is. Okay, so this is what the airport looks like, and right now they're currently working on making those upgrades to the airport because they're expecting 114,000 pieces of luggage from just delegations, as well as 47,000 pieces of sports equipment. So as you can imagine, if they weren't like trying to plan for all of not only this baggage moving through, but thinking about like, you know, real security concerns ahead of the Olympics, I think they'd be in a lot of trouble. So I think that it's smart that they're doing this. Why were you so excited about this upgrade in luggage?
Because I want to see, we want to see how technology has advanced enough so that this may be a test case for airports going forward to do a better job of getting their baggage off and getting passengers out of the airport quicker.
You sound like you've had a personal experience with maybe losing some luggage or something.
Haven't lost any yet.
Yeah, no, it's no fun dealing with those logistical challenges, but I know that they've expanded that space as well. Again, like I said, cracking down on the security measures. So, yeah, let's see how that goes. I will be over there, I guess, to report on how effective these upgrades are. But that was a big headline that came out this week. Secondly, okay, imagine one of the most famous places in the world, any city, right? Like a really like fancy place where you have to like not touch anything.
Okay.
The Louvre Museum, center of Paris, they're going to be offering yoga and dance classes for people over during the Olympics. Let's show some video so that I can show you exactly what we're talking about. I mean,
You'll do this?
this is literally, that should be a segment. This is literally one of the world's most famous museums, and they're gonna be offering just dance and yoga classes. People are like literally running through here, working out, doing all the things. Of course, just trying to find ways to really build up the excitement for the Olympic Games. It's worth noting, on top of, you know, unique experiences like this, they also have created 26 fan zones throughout the city, really just working on connecting everyone if you don't necessarily have tickets for the game. So I think it's stuff like this, like, yeah, why wouldn't you get up and go and do
of
some
course.
yoga in a beautiful place like the Louvre Museum.
I want you to try that out and let me know how it goes.
What's your yoga pose of choice?
Oh, I don't even know.
Anytime I ask him this, he's always like, okay, next.
Next.
All right, our last headline of the day. This is the one that Rich was talking about. A little bit of controversy. I haven't even said anything yet. A little bit of controversy, though. You guys might have heard about it by now. USA Track and Field, they announced not long ago a couple of their designs for their new track uniforms for men and women. We're not going to show you exactly what the uniform looks like. It's a little bit inappropriate. We'll post it later, like online or something. You could probably Google it and find it yourself. But females in particular are not happy with one of the options because it's a really high cut bikini bottom that's like very high cut. And when you think about being an athlete and being athletic and moving and grooving and jumping and flipping and all of that, I mean, you really are concerned that you're fully covered.
Yes.
So Tara Davis Woodhull, another famous Olympian from Austin, UT alum, when the design came out, and yes, this is a direct quote, she said, "Wait, my hoo-ha is gonna be out." And that is what tickled Rich's soul this morning.
We were delayed starting this because I couldn't stop laughing. I'm trying to contain myself
What
now.
do you think?
But I understand what she's talking
Yeah.
about. You know, women do have it a little worse than the men do when it comes to creating things like that. But so I understand what she's saying. It was just, when I first heard it, it just struck me so funny.
Yeah, it's something that's a little controversial. Yeah, Nike, they face some backlash. There are,
sure they
like I
did.
said, other options. But again, you know, as a female in sports, you want to make sure that, you know, you're treated equally when it comes to everything, really. And I guess that's why it kind of rubbed a lot of the female
Certainly understand it.
athletes the wrong way. But yeah, Tara Woodhull Davis probably saying what everybody else is thinking, honestly.
Yes.
And she got a laugh
Good
out of
for
you
her.
this morning. So.
It wasn't intended, but it. Okay.
My goodness.
Let's move ahead.
So, yeah, like I said, we're going to be putting together that story with Akeelia Smith from UT. That story will drop tomorrow, so be looking out for that.
April almost done. You only have to get through
Oh,
the
my
31 days of May, and then
goodness.
before you know it, it's June.
That's why we were in New York last week, because they were officially marking
Do you
the
have to go back?
100. I don't have to go back, but I am going to Minnesota in June to cover the gymnastics Olympic trials.
Oh, that must be exciting for you.
That'll be fun. Yeah, former gymnast. So flights are booked. Now I'm just working on my outfits. That's the most stressful part, Rich. You're the fashionista, so I'll have to get, I know. He's like, you are. You don't ever repeat any outfits. He talks about me, but you don't ever repeat any outfits.
She doesn't pay attention.
I guess I'm not paying close enough attention. But yeah, y'all, that's all we have for you for this week's Olympics Live. Again, we have way too much fun with y'all, but we appreciate you tuning in. If there is a local athlete who you think we should be featuring, anything you want to know, anything you want to hear Rich and I talk about unscripted, that's Olympics related, let us know and we'll be sure to consider it next time around. Thanks for joining us, y'all. See you next time.